All right, you're taking a live look at the Detroit River this morning, and normally around this time of year, the city would be preparing for the annual Jazz Festival. Sadly, that is not the case this year because of the pandemic. But that does not mean the Jazz Fest is not happening at all this year. Instead, they are going virtual with dozens of bands lined up to make performances like this one. That was the band Sabbatical Bob. They are just one of the performers at this year's Virtual Jazz Fest. And joining us to talk about the Virtual Detroit Jazz Festival presented by Rocket Mortgage is Chris Collins, the president and artistic director. Good morning to you. How are you, sir?
I'm well. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. What is this Jazz Fest going to look like this year? Because if it's anything like your background, we're in for a treat.
Yes, well, in fact, we built 3 custom sound stages at the Marriott Renaissance Complex. It's all in high definition, 3-camera shoots. It's more like a television broadcast than anything else. And it'll start on Friday, pre-shows about 6:30, and then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, 12 hours per day of continuous jazz programming, a historic feat by any measure.
Yeah, that's a lot of production to be able to put together. I know that there's surely a lot of planning involved. So we have to know, what are some of the bands performing?
Well, we wanted to keep it safe, live, and free. So all the bands are performing live in Detroit. And we have some artists like the 80th birthday of the great Pharaoh Saunders. Renee Marie is with us. Robert Glasper is with us. Steve Turre is with us. But the heart and soul is really what we're all about, and that's the world-class talent of Detroit. So Robert Hurst and Rodney Whitaker and James Carter and the Detroit Jazz Fest All-Star Generations Band, Marion Hayden, Galen McKinney. It's a list of who's who in jazz in Detroit, all doing some very special and unique performances, including our opening performance. It's Justice, a 4-movement new piece, each movement by a different band and a different composer. Very special opening.
I know it takes a team to put together something like this. So how many people do you have doing all the filming and everything aside from the performers?
Literally hundreds. It's an incredible team, broadcast team, my production team, my incredible Detroit Jazz Foundation team, all have pivoted over this year as we work through, different contingencies based on the data and the experts that we were referencing.
We got about 45 seconds left. I want to get to first what's being done to make sure that the performers are safe. You said you rented out those rooms, and then also where do we go to watch?
Yep, all kinds of safety protocols for performers and everyone. But to go to watch, you can always go to DetroitJazzFest.org, our website. It has the listing of all radio, television, online, our app, Detroit Jazz Fest Live at Google Play and App Store. So even if you don't have Wi-Fi, you can see the festival, hear it for free in its entirety.
All right, Chris Collins, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate your time, and we will have people. Hopefully it will be a smooth event all the way through. So
Looking forward to it. Thanks, man.
Appreciate your time.